Namaste. Well, welcome to our weekly session, and we just started talking about chakras. What are the chakras and what is significance in yoga therapy, and how can they help, in you as when you're doing the yoga. So we have JC Yogi, who's going to join us from London live, and who's going to talk about influence, significance of chakras in our life. Namaste.
Namaste and good evening from the United Kingdom. Thank you so much for having me here. Can you hear me and can you see me?
Yes, absolutely.
Excellent.
We can.
Thank you so much. Okay. I'm in a different room tonight, that's why.
Oh.
So welcome. Welcome to our chakra series, quick kind of cap and quick talk about chakras. Last week we talked about the Muladhara, the root chakra. Today we're moving upward to the second chakra, the sacrum. The sacral chakra or the Svadhisthana. And the Svadhisthana is kind of just below the navel, about 3 or 4 fingers, and just behind the coccyx. Right in the center of this Svadhisthana, it's that creativity, that energy that kind of move us into our desire, if you want to call it. Is when desire manifests in this Svadhisthana. The color of this chakra is the orange, like a really deep, kind of like a blood orange color. And this chakra has 6 lotus petal lotus flower. And with a crescent right on top of that. And the crescent normally, it takes us into the dream state. A lot of dreams appear actually through this Svadhisthana. Because this is our creativity comes in. And a lot of times we are so creative in our dream world. We're not so creative in our life. Mm-hmm. So really to balance this chakra, we need to be creative, whatever we do. So creativity can be through movement, can be through dance, can be through singing, through chanting, through cooking, through maybe, gardening. And this chakra connected to the water element, and it's a lot of emotion can be held into the sacral chakra. And when we feel like we're blocked often because we cannot express our emotion, and of course there's a very important as well is the sexual energy. It lies in this chakra. Mm-hmm. Sometimes we suppress this and can become a blockage. Sometimes we can be overpowering and become an addictive. So it's really important. It's a great chakra, and it developed around the age of like maybe, when we start to feel like into like a male and puberty, basically puberty, and like female when they come into their kind of like becomes like a woman basically, a period and so on. So it's really important to kind of like look at this chakra and actually talk about it and then express it. A lot of times we suppress it. So always come up and express it if you can. And be creative. Be whatever you feel, like, say it to yourself. The sacral chakra is connected with the third eye at some point, because that's what we call the intuition as well. And like our instinct. Sometimes you go to places and you think, I'm not too sure about that. This is like connected actually to this as well. So it's a great chakra to work on. If you're doing a meditation practice into like we call yantra meditation, you can place the chakra in front of you. I don't know whether you can see it. I'm going to move my flag slightly. So this is the sacral chakra, the orange color. The 6 lotus kind of like petal. So you can place that in front of you, and then you can gaze through the third eye in maybe Padmasana or Sukhasana or even like Hero Pose, Virasana. And you can hold any mudra, because great mudra as well to connect. You can work as well with the water element mudra, which is your thumb and the pinky finger, little finger.
A pinky
finger? The little finger.
Okay.
So that's the water element. And it's really good for this kind of like chakra. And when you focus on the color orange, when you look at the yantra, and visualize like maybe a water flowing, maybe a river, maybe an ocean, maybe sitting in front of the ocean. And allow this sensation to arise. And allow this energy to kind of like rise up, like through the Kundalini. And, when you focus on that and see the feeling, the sensation, and how the emotions will arise, are you suppressing it? Are you pushing it back down? Or are you allowing it to flow out? Ask yourself this question. It's really important. It's a great chakra to work on. It is deep, but once you release that, and we're moving into a higher chakra zone, and slowly we're moving towards the third, the fourth, the fifth, the second, the seventh chakra. So this is how we open this energy channel in our body, and then we actually open our body fully. Now there are some yoga poses, obviously, to connect with these chakras to help us. I'm going to move the camera slightly back. Make sure you can see me fully. Now, it's something called Utthita Parsvakonasana, or extended side stretch. So I'm going to take my left foot forward, my right leg back, like warrior two pose. The warrior two pose as well is a great base foundation for this chakra, because it's pulling from the Muladhara into the Svadhisthana. And an easy pose for this one, so move back slightly, your left forearm onto your left thigh, right arm up and over your ear, alongside towards the front. That's an easy pose for the Utthita Parsvakonasana. When you get deeper, your left hand goes on the floor, and your right arm extended, and you draw the navel, like you look, your drishti, your focal point, towards your Svadhisthana. And this is a quite deep opening, and created, but remember as well, with the side body, is our creativity.
Yeah.
When we suppress this part, of course, the breath is shallow, and there's no so much creativity happening in our body. And one thing I would always recommend you, whatever you feel, kind of like really stressed out, get out to that dance floor, put some beautiful music, and dance your heart out, because it's going to really release everything on this chakra. It's going to help you to open up.
The chakra. So the asanas you talked about, the Padma asana, the Sukhasana, and the warrior pose, then kind of going the left.
Yeah.
What is that asana? The last one that you just demonstrated? What was the name of the asana?
The last one, Utthita Parsvakonasana.
Okay.
Extended side stretch.
Oh, extended side stretch.
Yeah,
okay.
Extended. So basically, it's a little bit deeper. So the first one is the warrior two.
Yeah.
The second one is a form of Utthita Parsvakonasana, like your left forearm on your side, not on the floor, the right arm extended. The third one is deep. You take the left hand on the outer edge of your left foot and the right arm extended, because that is going to compress one side to open the other side. So that's why it's really important your hips are open to help you go deep into it. And that's the only difference.
All right, great.
It's a great pose to focus into the Svadhisthana.
All right. Well, namaste. Thank you so much.
Namaste. Thank you so much, Amita. Have a lovely, lovely day wherever you are. I'm really dark in here where I am. A lovely evening wherever you are. If you're in the UK, please keep watching this series, and please reach out if you have any question to us.
Yes.
Namaste.
Thank
you so much.
So much for watching, and let us know if there is any feedback or any comments on anything. We'll see you next Tuesday, same time. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Amita. Namaste.